You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time? Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that's an impossible tale. What? Shelley the Killer. You've never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up. I can't wait to see what... You know, like, every time you catch somebody and, like, break their statement, they do some kind of reaction. You know, like Adrian Andrews' glasses explode and people pull their hair and that kind of thing. Old Bag gets her ray gun out. I can't wait to see what happens to this radio. Maybe the radio explodes, yes. All the buttons come popping out on the end of springs like boing. You made a very big slip-up about her. So what is the issue? What did you say just now? About her? If you'd ever met Adrian Andrews in person... Yeah, or he pops out of it. He comes out and grabs you. We shall have oil sweats, yes. A little oil droplet comes out. One look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh God, with the spring! It was there. I saw it. Yes. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? The witness testified to the following. He always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their requests, and he's never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Adrian Andrews. Oh, there's the oil sweats. Oh, wow, that's some oil sweat. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What? What's going on? BS, that radio wouldn't have a spring on the knob, and electronics do not use oil like that. Shh. It's a game. It's a game. Shelley the Killer, the court demands an explanation. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. But did that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I know he's just going to spit out more lies. It's a rusty radio. Yeah, it needs a bit of oil. The squeaky radio gets the grease. Very well, but this time, please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. You can't handle the truth. No, I refuse to shush and ignore this blatant disregard for realism. In an Ace Attorney game, you want realism. Yes, now I remember I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of one corridor and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. There is magic in this game. Objection overruled, King Pulsar. Also, I feel like being a pain in everyone's ass today. Well, that's fine. Continue to do you. You know, that's why we love you, Alchemist. So you took on this job through a letter. He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he's definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay, like we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. I remember took the request by mail. But didn't you just say you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Let's stop with the game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Let's stop with the game of cat and mouse. Alright then, just cough it up and confess. Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. the Killer met with his client? No, we don't, because he didn't. I'm just going to say no. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof. I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time. Sadly for us, Your Honor, that's the nature of right and wrong. There have been times when I took a job without having met the client. And why could you not meet certain clients? Recently, I have been on the receiving of more requests. If I meet each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities. Nice business opportunities? On top of which, times have changed. Now an age of information and computers, correct? Well, I have joined the times, and I now take requests via electronic mail. Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope? Oh God. Judge? Ah, I'm very sorry, I despise the shortening of words. What I mean by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as an email. Email? He doesn't even know that, so yeah. In the contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot hands down. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and? The request was for the murder of one corridor and 2 or 3 other small things. What are those? 2 or 3 other things. We know the bear is one. Yes. And what were these other things? A few of the things that have nothing to do with the case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. I'm gonna let it go. Sounds like a sharp man. I should try to find a better way to do this without making him suspicious. Let's continue with the testimony. We'll come back to that if we absolutely have to. When I saw the name at the end, we thought it to be a man. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once? I did, once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine. Yes, I see. But Ms. Andrews was wearing a mask at the time. A mask? The nickel samurai mask, I'm guessing. Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? Yes, there is a contradiction here that she wouldn't have put the costume on until after she went back to rearrange the evidence. This is what I said earlier on. That doesn't line up properly, because she would have gone back after this to then do all the evidence swapping. He came immediately from the scene of the crime to her. She went back afterwards to swap all the evidence around. That's what he's saying. One thing does sort of stick out at me, Your Honor. Witness, I think you most definitely saw your client's face. Let's recall Mr. Power's testimony. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Yeah. We do know that he was also talking to Matt. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in the nickel samurai costume. He gave the bellboy a tip, a really big one, a fat roll of cash. You received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. On Guard, and at the time, he was not wearing his nickel samurai mask. Oh! There he goes. Order, order, yes, now that you mention it I do remember that. Witness? Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to various rooms. Is that so wrong? Huh. The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very generous person. I'm sorry, but sadly we are not nearly so generous here. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? Ugh, déjà vu. And isn't his salary more than enough for one man? Where's your evidence that the large roll of cash was not in fact a tip? Come, Mr. Edgeworth, show me the money. Show me the money! What? Mr. Attorney. Yes? You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client. Oh no, it's not like that at all. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know? Oh, I know, and agree. Lies are not a good thing at all. I think we're on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I'm free to cut contact at any time. I'm sorry, please forgive my foolishness. If only you were this apologetic all the time. Anyway, I do not see a huge contradiction here, therefore you may continue, witness. We've pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Seems like we're still okay to me. That's exactly what's so bad. At the rate we're going to end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that will put us in. Oh yeah, I should probably save it. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Come on, Gumshoe. Took the request by mail. Times when you took a job without seeing the client. Murder of Corridor and two other things. Saw the name at the end of the letter. I thought that would be a man. Was it this one that I didn't push? Gumshoe's alive? We don't know. I'm just hoping he's just crawling his way to the courthouse. He crawled out of the wreckage of his car. You know, his coat was on fire. He rolled a few times to dab it out, grabbed the evidence, and he's dragging himself along. Must reach the courtroom, pal. Nothing was gonna stop me. 2 or 3 things, yes, blah blah blah, what were those? Nothing to do with the case, we should press. This is the one thing we didn't press. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney? Yes. Everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder, what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination? Could it be that you're planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait. Uh-oh, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. This is worth pursuing. It must be. I mean, I'm gonna go for it anyway. We've saved it and we can always come back. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine. After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was the figurine? It was inside Mr. Corridor's suitcase. And then what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client? Interesting. That information sounds important to me. Please include what you just stated in your testimony, as you wish. 2 or 3 other things. One of the things was to find the bear figurine and give it to Andrews. Let's question that. I found this figurine at Mr. Ungard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Ungard, I'm sure. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with that piece of testimony? I mean, there is a contradiction that she couldn't have been in the Nickel Samurai outfit at that point. Let's go for it. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews immediately afterwards. I know somewhere in the statement there's a contradiction, and yet I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. He's right. So, what now, what now, Dr. Wright? Gotta be strong. So I think... let's just see what the wording says. Let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine. She told you to take the bear and wait for her at Ungard's mansion? Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly. What? This is a battle of wits. I can't let up on him. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of the bear. So what are we going to have to point to? What we have to do is show that... well, we know that from Will Powers' testimony, he said that when he saw the bear figurine handed over from the killer to the person in the room, he saw the Nickel Samurai's claw hand, so they were in costume. But we know also that she didn't go into the room until later, and then she did all the whole, like, framing thing. You think it's the note? I mean, she would have actually, yeah, known how to open the thing. We don't have the big guy's testimony this time? No, we've already done with him. So, yeah, it could be the note as well, because that's the thing. I was wondering, what do we point to say that, you know, she wasn't in the costume yet? Is it the guitar case or the wine glass with the fingerprints on? But it must be the note. She did want to burn it. She would have done that immediately. Shelley the Killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where is everybody going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? No, Judge, it's fine. Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn it for her sake. Even for a single minute, if this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Order! Order! So that's where you two were going. So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means, Your Honor, that it's impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Oh! Order! Order! Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's enough. If that is your intention, then there's only one thing for me to do. Wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end. I may stay my hand, otherwise... I've done too good of a job. What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should. Edgeworth can't do this. Keep this up, Maya. She'll... Oh, yeah, he gets it now. The prosecution, What has come over everyone? Even you. The prosecution rests. What's going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that's the case, then even though I'm reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Gumshoe, anytime, dude. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. If I end the trial here, right now, your client, Matt Ungard, would be declared innocent, and in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with his murder. Miss Andrews would be charged with murder. The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Yeah, the boy gone batshit crazy. So tense. I just want the judge to turn out to be some kind of super intelligent mob boss that's playing the idiot in power. Oh yeah. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant Matt Ungard to the stand. The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. Can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Look at this smarmy little bastard. Oh, I want to slap him. Dude, did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You've done enough evil to drive women to suicide. I mean, you know, we already said that that was a fake note, so you shouldn't be jumping to that conclusion, but you're absolutely right. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Huh. Ah! So I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. Ungard? What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap? It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? So now he's just dropped the facade completely. He doesn't really care at all. Maybe he's going the bad boy route now. He thinks this is going to get him more publicity than ever. Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? I know, right? The brandy glass he pulls it right out of his arse. Yeah, the judge hasn't put the hammer down yet. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? Don't ask me. I don't know. It's up his bum. He keeps it in the same place that Lara Croft keeps her glow sticks. One last battle royale. Do what Maya wanted. Yeah, that's what I was going with before. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, but if I did that, Maya will die. But the thing is as well, we have to show Edgeworth that the reason we went along with it for so long was to show Edgeworth that we trust him. But if I say he's innocent, Ms. Andrews will be charged with the murder. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on the matter. The person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews. Then your client, Mr. Matt Ongard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right? Can't do this. I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. If Maya dies, Pearl becomes your new sidekick and Pearl gets possessed by Mia and Maya. I was thinking that earlier on, actually. You know, you're not being stupid there, Alchemist. I was thinking that earlier on. I'm thinking, actually, if this is a whole, like, if she does die anyway... Hey, King Pulsar, you won the Battle Royale. Good stuff. Then she's not really gone. Pearl can just, you know, she can call her up too, right? And then Pearl will die in the third game. Oh, come off it. Is it rigged? You won. Don't you start saying it's rigged. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, if Pearl dies, Old Bag becomes your sidekick. Oh, no. Yeah, Gumshoe sat there at that moment thinking, now's my chance. I'm going to be the sidekick. And we're like, no, sit back down, Gumshoe. Old Bag, in you come. Your turn. Phoenix killing off all the Mystic family. Well, that's it. They aren't still around. We'd have to pull her out of jail. Fuck this guy. We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Oh, sorry, I was just having a moment. Pausing for dramatic effect. Matt Ongard, your client, deserves an answer. Old Bag is actually the one orchestrating the killing of the Mystic family. Also, she can be your sidekick and see Edgy Poo some more. Yeah. Maya, I'm sorry. Matt Ongard is... Oh, shit! Why? Franziska von Karma. Everybody's like, oh crap. Ah! Oh god, the trauma's coming back. What was the safe word again? I can't remember the safe word, I'm panicking. You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool. She did! She rammed him off the road! She had her gumshoe tracker. Oh, wait a minute, no. Oh, okay, maybe she didn't. He called her and said, wait, you've got a tracker that follows him around, right? So you should go get that stuff and bring it here now. Sarsaparilla is the safe word. Gotcha. Okay. I'm sure that wasn't the safe word before, but we'll go with it. I like that word. It's a good word. Sarsaparilla. Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. A Von Karma is perfect in every way, except when you fail and you lose to me, but well, yeah. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. A few whip marks, probably. All the items are inside this. She tied them up in his coat. What a filthy old coat this is. That's Gumshoe's. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologise for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. I fought long and hard this whole trial, and for what's inside that raggedy-ass coat. sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of the trial. Well, you'll never know until you let it happen, dude. What? Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Ms. Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. And if not, she will whip you until you make it happen. I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant you permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, they will not be accepted by the court. Now, Ms. Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during an escape from the police. He must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. It's like an old gum wrapper. Funnily enough, my mind went to old chewing gum. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around like a miracle. I'm sure of it. This is all we can hope for. First item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Does it? A gun wasn't even used. Question for more details. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? We've yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me. Shot her. Yes, they shot Karma. Yeah. It was to stop her getting to the trial. Probably because they thought we couldn't beat her. That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. Oh, so unlike your dad, you had bullets removed from your body. Good. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test. Considering it's a Luger, I'd say keep it and sell it in auction for a mint. Yeah. So the pistol that was used to shoot Franziska is probably not going to help us very much. But there it is, added to the court record. The videotape. I bet the killer took that from On Guard's mansion. Have you checked the contents of the tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh yeah. But I would speculate the tape is very important. Why do you say that? Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelley the killer is no ordinary man. Contents unknown. The last piece of evidence is the bellboy uniform. That's a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel. Yes, and then Hoti bought it. And used it to start a hospital revolution. Oh god. Was that used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There was even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it, the killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform. What's that? There's a button missing on the uniform. A button? Missing buttons in this case, my goodness. It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. Recover a button. This is all I have to present, Your Honor. Just as I thought. And what's that, Your Honor? I'm sure we're under normal circumstances. Or were we under normal circumstances? These items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who is the client. Yes, that's correct. These 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Sadly, they don't. I was wondering. Thank you for your hard work, Ms. Von Karma. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine the new evidence. Overruled. This court already has the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix? Knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. Where's Matt's popcorn, Matt's porn collection? Oh no. No. Ew. You've come this far, you can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us. 2? The first, make Ungard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Ungard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way, force the killer to end his contract with Ungard. If the killer were to no longer think of Ungard as his client, he would let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. Yeah, but it's a 2-way process, and I know how we can do that. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you could make it either only one happen, it would truly be a miracle. The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix? Think things through from the other side. Isn't that what I've always worked for us? The other side. Wait, what does she mean? You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence? The defense, prosecution, and the judges. We've all seen the pieces of evidence, and that is how we've come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all, and that person does not know the truth. That truth may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? I will now pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? I have already told you, Mr. Wright, this court does not need any more evidence. I'm not saying it's us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance. One chance. Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. I don't know. So let's have a look at the evidence. We've got the gun that was used to shoot Francisco. We've got the tape, which possibly shows the killing. Which again, doesn't help us. And then there's the bellboy's uniform worn by the killer on the night of the murder. One of the special buttons is missing. Where would that be, I wonder? Oh, I already know about that one, Erikai. I've already figured that one out. That I've talked about that ages ago and it never came up, so... But when he was just saying that we can force the killer to breach his contract... Yeah. I mean, it's either that or it's the tape. It's not going to be the camera, it's going to be the tape we have to show him. Provided, of course, the tape is what we think it is. That's impossible. To turn the situation around in one try. Oh, it's no problem, Louise. Keep popping on and off today. No, that's no problem. We're about to be done soon here anyway, I think. One try, that's all I will permit. I have to try to remember everything that has happened to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking On Guard down at the same time. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to? Yeah, it's got to be Shelley the Killer. This is a fun game, yeah, you've got to really use your brain. I see. And now, tell this court which one piece of evidence you would like to show that person. The videotape. Think, hang on a minute. No. He must know what this is. Because he had this. Why would he have taken it if he didn't know what it was? Oh, so maybe not the videotape. Like, why does the killer have this tape and not already know that Matt On Guard has betrayed him? If he knew what was on, if he took the tape, it means he knows what's on it. And if he went back for it especially, unless he was just like taking it for now, thinking, I don't know what's on it yet, but I will take it just in case. So maybe it is the camera. We did save it, so let's try it again. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't have anything to say to this. How about you, Ms. Von Karma? Well, I was just shot, so... What? Cannot allow the defense to continue? What? No one understands what you're talking about anymore. Okay, I guess we fucked up. And it won't let me bring up the menu. That's enough, Mr. Wright. I will now set my verdict. The court finds the defendant Matt On Guard not guilty. Damn. So it's not the camera. Now I've got to sit through all this till we get the blooming menu back up. Just like that, the case came to an end. I ran away from the courtroom, wandered the streets alone. I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. Damn. The miracle never happened. Maybe it was never meant to be. Because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. Oh, damn. We broke Phoenix. No! What? Damn it. Oh, bugger. We're 17 minutes over time, guys. And I'm really hungry. We're going to have to pick this up next time, I think. I don't know. I'm starving. I've got to go and eat something before it gets too late, so In the original, it says the miracle never happened. Oh, really? Are we right at the end? This is the last piece of evidence, really? There's no like 15 minutes, 20 minutes more. All right, fine. I'll carry on. I just don't want there to be another 2 hours worth of stuff after this. All right. Let's carry on. Must be a way to save map, blah 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 blah. You want to see you and your wife play next week? Well, I don't know if it's going to be next week. It's going to be when I finish the second game, not this case. And don't give me any actual, you know, like, leads on this, guys. Just to be clear. I do think I need to show the kill. I'm going to try it with the tape. Here's what I'm going to try the tape. I just don't know what this thing is about the missing buttons as well. I'm just wondering what the heck. Why would there be a missing button? Where would it be? How would it help us? Because it's not shown up in anything, has it? I'm going to show him the tape. What do you think, Edgeworth? God's sake. Is that wrong as well? I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. We did the camera the first time, Erikai, and it wasn't the camera. Because I thought, well, why does he have the tape, but still considers Matt on guard a client? Because maybe he's just not watched it yet. Maybe he was planning to do that later, and he just hasn't had chance yet. But why did he even think to take it? Like, why would he think, oh, there's a tape here, I should remove it? How do we show a tape to someone on the radio? Well, we can play it here and tell him what we see. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Alright, looks like I managed to convince him. Because this means he'll let Maya go. And then he'll probably straight up say, oh yeah, Matt on guard, he was my actual client after all. And we get the best ending. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. Oh. Alright, so this, now we know why he has the tape. He doesn't know what's on it. His client's telling him to make sure it's safe. Because he needs to use it against the killer if he ever comes after him. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of the tape? I was sternly told by my client not to watch it, so I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you're on this tape. E? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. In the bear. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted the camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would have been your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Francisca, if he says another word, whip him. Your client specified a place and a time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. See, I thought this was a thing earlier when Edgeworth was like, you know, that's odd about the whole place and time thing. Like, why did they specify that place and that time specifically? And he was like, because he wanted the bear. And it's like, well, you could have told him to go anywhere and get that bear. He could have killed him at his home and had him retrieve the bear from the home. Not a problem. And I said it's because the cameras were set to a specific time to record. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Matt Armgard film the scene? Well, he told us. The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the scene. They wanted to see one get his note. They wanted blackmail on you. I mean, it's not that they didn't trust his skills, he wanted blackmail on him. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelley the Killer? Oh! There he goes again. It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That's the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use other people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That's the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. What if that traitor was your client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then that client would become my next target. For the honor of the Killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. So now we've also got Matt Armgard suddenly wanting protective custody / jail. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. Oh god, Phoenix, are you now catching up to us? Phoenix, what do you think we've just been doing this whole time? This is how we turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item. Beep. He is. He's just like, oh, that's why I've been saying all these things. Like, yes, Phoenix, thank you. Oh. Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. Thank the Buddha you're safe. Yeah, can we get some F's in chat for Phoenix's brain? This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I don't quite know what just happened there. Ah! Ms. Von Karma, why did that... She's always had you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Oh god, oh jeez, oh no, oh boy, oh. Mr. Armgard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you want so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Why? You're innocent. You didn't hire him, right? Now then, Your Honor, the verdict if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? We've finally reached the end of a very long battle. No kidding, I'm hungry. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief? So, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter which one I do. If we say not guilty, we're just sticking the screws to him, right? I want to save it just in case it does fuck me over for the last moment. Alright. Cocky bastard gets what he deserves, yeah. Congratulations, Mr. Matt On Guard. Please make sure to savor every moment of what little time you have left. Your Honor, as always, the defense pleads not guilty. Very well. This court finds the defendant Matt On Guard. Hold it! Do guilty save my girl? Oh, no. He wasn't going to let a not guilty verdict pass. That's why I chose it. I wanted to make him sweat. He's going to change his plea against his lawyer's advice, but we will, of course, stand by the client's decision. Please wait. What's the matter? If I get a not guilty, I'll be killed. Oh, I'm. Oh my God, dude! Whoa! Holy fuck! Whoa! That was like the most graphic freak out I've ever seen in this game. Holy shit. No need to just shred your face, man. What the hell? He should get his nails done, no shit. As always, it looks like we've uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping out much. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt On Guard? I've left Ms. Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whip leather right about now. Hey, Matt, the safe word is sarsaparilla. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. You must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. Oh, that's right, yeah. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. Yeah, he went on about it. It was pretty harsh. If you're going to say that you would choose death, that is no concern to me. Ow. But after that, when I was alone in the detention center, that first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I've finally been saved. Wow, it's the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh. That smile, though. It looks like we've resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that's good enough for me. That's all. Court is adjourned. Ah. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time, but you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize there's something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Ms. Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on the matter. Can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt Ongard, is... Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right! Edgeworth, I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Really? Oh, Jesus. Pearl's back. Pearls, you're telling the truth now, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya's safe! You did it. You really did it, Nick. Wow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Wow. Oh god, here we go again. Thanks. Oh. What's wrong? Ms. Von Karma. Hi. About earlier, yeah. Thanks, I guess. Ow! Why? What the... You are a thoroughly unpleasant human being. Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. Yeah, but that was after yours, so haha, loser. And yet, you're still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Ms. Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time, after all. I was like that myself until a year ago. That's right. We just need her now to be on trial for murder. We need to defend her. We need to unveil some secret about her dad. Oh wait, no, we already did that. We can skip that. That's great. That means it'll be even quicker. And she'll also then, you know, feel better about things. Edgeworth, my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless, but a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I'd lost everything because of that. And then I found myself with a gun in my hand. It was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. Well, that and the whole thing with the chief prosecutor as well. And I left that note, Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. Says you with a defeat. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use everything we can to attack the defendant, but every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his underlying faith. And then before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. Yeah, fuck you and the horse you whipped to death riding in here, Von Karma. Yeah. They really needed a big stepping rock to get over themselves. Oh yeah, definitely. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with knowledge until we hold everything we have, erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy, we claw and scratch for every inch, but we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This is, I promise you. The truth? Yes. That's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me, this man who went into hiding, isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Ah, is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. Yeah, after Larry Butts stole his lunch money. And you betrayed your own words. That's why 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool. Ms. Von Karma? I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraceful loser. Well, go on then. Jog on. Be gone. Ms. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Alright, fine. Bye. Franziska threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she uses to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. That's her whip? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. Well, good, we're all safe. Yes! You should keep this, right? Yeah, just in case she ever comes back, I can defend myself. Okay. Nick! Oh god, here she is, Maya! 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 Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Oh. Oh, look at this. So cute. Kinda hoping she'd throw a whip away. Oh, there it is, yep. We can hang that on the wall. Just like, you know, a severed head. Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. But we sure pressed our luck in this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Like, super fucking lucky. Whatever, whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I'd just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. No, you would not. You do not subject Pearls to that. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Yeah, I'm the same, Maya. I'm hungry. Alright, I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick. Food, grub, chow, I'm starved. I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. Oh, if you insist. That's right, we can stick him with the bill. We can all go to the bathroom and then slip out the back door one after the other. Leave him with the check. He makes more money than us anyway. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in even the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! Mmm. Celebratory bomb rain! Hey pal, sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things, while on the phone. Wow, you did, didn't you? A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him. You did it again, city boy. I feel like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of Steel Samurai. Thanks. Now, looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't y'all reckon y'all bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, I might just kick it tonight even. What? I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everybody gather round. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. Where's Wendy? Far away, I hope. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, Detective. Oh, me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for you, the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Ah, well, you know, it's... wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Oh, come on, y'all, it's all over. But who, boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh? When you think... why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days, were you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So, to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So, where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it, Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Oh, that's too bad. It'll be the item in his pocket. Well, it's alright, it wasn't anything important anyway. Ah. Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Beep, beep. What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking something up. Ah, that's Ms. Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, no, it's because it's in his coat, right? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait. What? I just want to say thank you, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. That's right, you should kiss. Kiss! I wonder if... Is that my car? No, okay. I just heard a car alarm then. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I truly feel. Have a nice refreshing glass of tomato juice. I know you love me, but I don't swing that way, dude. Oh, he can have the whip. No. Have the gun. No. Is there anything we can give him to express how we feel about things? Not going to be any of the evidence, is it? Here, have a bloody knife. The Magatama? Give him a whip-to-whip frenzy. Ugh, whip him good. Now I'm going to give him the badge. What's this? It's my way of saying thanks? I see. Well, it's the thought that counts. I guess I'm not very good at this showing my appreciation thing. You don't need to thank me, I was only doing my job. I thought we would just show him the badge and be like, look at this badge. I now know what this means thanks to you. I was going for something a bit deeper than just like, here you go, be my friend. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya. Yes, Pearly. I guess you two can go back to being a lovely-dovey, right? Oh god, no. I missed it. That had you cracking up. But I'm not good with these things, okay? I don't know what I was supposed to show him. Your parents look weird at you. You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me. Anyway, so who's paying for this lovely dinner party? Oh, that's right, Edgeworth left. We can't stick him with the bill. As if you need to ask, everyone say thank you to Nick. What? Yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal, so I kinda already put your name on the bill. What? What? Oh my god. For some reason, you're supposed to give Edgeworth the whip to show your love for him. That makes no fucking sense. None whatsoever. Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's a camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. I thought it better be anyhow for $3,000. What? Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. What? I love how people are just spending my money. Would you people please stop trying to get Matt to whip me, please? Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Oh, why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal, time to let it all out. This is going to be the first time I heard the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Alright then, if you say so. Objection! So long as it's you and not me, Alchemist. Oh dear. Oh god, here we go. You really came through for Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like we've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. Oh, you thought she'd have your back, huh? Only in matters of fire. I'm so happy that you could save Mystic Maya, Nick. I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So sort of made reservations for the 2 of you just in case. What? Phoenix is the pro getting her out of it. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is a bad for all society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Yeah. How can a child make hotel reservations? Well, I mean, you've seen Home Alone 2, right? If Kevin McAllister can do it. Oh my god, she's here again. Hi, Maggie Bird. I'm retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come to the restaurant. That's it with the mum's credit card that she left behind, yeah. Oh no. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Dr. Hoti. Recently? Yes. That girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, if I even laid so much as an eye on her, I would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped though. Yes. Oh god, you are weird. Go away. So is this the last case of game number 2? I mean, this was a long case, so... It's time to begin our quest, our world circus domination, and let you know we are serious. I plan to make it to fly to Zimbabwe? What? Oh my goodness. Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk? I think there are talking bunnies, even if they won't laugh at Mo's jokes. I've completed Justice for All. Wow. Awesome. Oh god, he's gonna do some bad jokes. I thought he was taking over the damn place. Like hanging up the clown costume and being the ringmaster. I guess so, yeah. If there's no bonus case at the end of this like there was with the first game. Fair warning, if Matt whips me, I cannot be held responsible for what happens. Oh my god, is she still scanning for bugs? They wouldn't forget about me, would me? No. Not at all. God. Oh. Received a letter from Ms. Von Karma. After she gets out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. That's weird. She's no longer going to be a prosecutor. We don't want your services, the killer. It's fine. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Wow, it actually literally collapsed. Post-credit sequence. International departures gate 12. Is she leaving? Is this Von Karma? Yeah, where are you going, Franziska? How did you know I was here? With this? Oh, right, that's why he suddenly ran off. He knew. She has the tracker with her now. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage, but it's going in the trash, I promise you that. No, give it back, that's his only coat. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. There were 4 pieces of evidence. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? It seems he put the last one in the coat pocket. Put it in here. Doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up. You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Franziska. So many expectations from everyone around me, expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what, and failure, such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there's no doubt about that, but to me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Good. Ah, right. You're supposed to give me the whip. Oh, shit. This is why we give her the... How the hell are we supposed to put that together? Alright, fine. Well, I don't care. Let her be miserable. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me, Miles Edgeworth. I've always hated you. And then finally my chance to take revenge on you arrived. I know you told me, but I thought you were joking. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can, just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics, isn't that right? Today, you chased after me, and I had left you behind all those years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit and walk down the quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma. Oh, I am Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. You had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Oh. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again. That is, unless this plane is about to suddenly burst into a supernova. This last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again. What is that going to be? Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's what Maya drew. Oh. Cool. Awesome.